Hey dumplings, it's Dave Desai. Welcome back to my channel. Today I want to get into a couple of topics here. I want to jump into Jungkook and some of the stuff that ARMY's have been posting about his wife and wedding. This is something that I definitely think should be talked about and discussed. We will jump into it and we can dish it out here today. We also have Taehyung kind of deleting pictures and posts that maybe he would not have wanted to post. I will get into that as well. So if you're into the tea, let's jump into that. If you're new here and you're interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, let's be the first to leave your hate comment. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification also so you can be the first to do so. Now, let's go. The first thing I want to jump into is kind of the stuff that has been floating around online about Jungkook, specifically involving his wife. Oof, my baby's getting married. I'm just kidding. But I found these kind of talks about this to be very interesting. Now, everyone's going to have their own ship of who they like, and I'm pretty sure you already know where I'm going with this. I think ships are fine. It's always in good fun if you do ship people, especially if it's two people that you like and you just want to see them together, at least in your imagination. I think that is okay. Those same people that usually tend to do it, I don't think would actually be angry if they found out the two people that they are shipping are not actually together. Like, I think to a certain extent they know that it could be true, it also could not be true. But it's a fun thing kind of for the fans to just imagine. So there's no problem there, at least in my opinion. There is, however, a lot of people who ship Jungkook and Yuri from Red Velvet. There's a lot of ships with Jungri. I hope that is how you pronounce the ship name. And there's a ton of kind of cute stories on Wattpad. And I was reading some of them and I was like, oh, this is cool. I mean, some of those things, but you know, it's Wattpad. What are you gonna do? I did stumble across kind of a lot of kind of fanfics with them on the show We Got Married. Now, if you don't know what this show is, this is a Korean kind of reality show. And the premise of this show is that you take two K-pop idols, usually two that don't know each other, and put them in various scenarios and missions and see how they kind of react to each other. And then at the end, you bring them together and have a wedding ceremony and bam, they are married. I think the show is fake. I'm not sure. I think there was one couple that did come on the show that was actually dating, and then they got married and then stayed married even after the show, and then eventually they got divorced, but I don't think it was related to the show. The show is currently canceled, I believe. Maybe a lot of people thought it was fake, and it could be obviously very heartbreaking if you're invested in these two characters only to find out that the marriage is fake. However, I'm not 100% sure if this was the reason why they were canceled or what the reason was in general, or if it was fake. I don't know. Now, I started seeing a lot of fan-made videos where they were editing Jungkook and Yuri together to make it look like they were on the show, and then they would kind of end it in the way where Jungkook got married. I think it's fine to do that. It's always fun to do that. But it becomes a problem when a lot of people kind of take these edits, and it's clear that it's an edit, and then take it as real. Now, I have no problem with analysis videos. If you're taking up a situation and you're coming up with your opinion on the situation, a situation that did happen, all you're doing is analyzing it and interpreting it and providing your own commentary to it. It's very similar to what I'm doing right now. But when it goes as this fan-made thing becomes interpreted as real, when the creator of the fan-made thing mentions that it's not real, I think that this can evolve into something that's not great. Do you get what I mean? Because I have no problem with these fan-made videos. In fact, I love watching them. Please don't ever stop making them. I just want people to be more aware of what is fan-made and to be more aware of making sure that this is fan-made and fact-checking that. Just know what you're watching, and whatever it is you're watching, it's just for entertainment. It can then be really unhealthy to demand it's real because of some edits. Like Yuri and Jungkook, they never really talk. Not from what I've seen, at least. Nothing, honestly, to even show that they're friends. I've seen them near each other at award shows, I think, but none where they've had any interaction, really. There were some comments that were convinced that Jungri was married. That can be kind of something that is dangerous to think, especially if neither of them have come out and said anything. I was reading comments kind of like this: Jungri is married, deal with it. It's okay to have fantasies, but let's not jump the gun too soon. If there was indeed any romance there, it's kind of less likely to happen if all this rumor is happening. Like, just imagine this. Put yourself in their shoes. Let's say everyone at school thinks you're dating someone that you've never even had a conversation with. They're a complete stranger to you, but maybe you know their face or something. And the same thing, we don't know if publicly Yuri and Jungkook are even friends. Then you finally meet this said random stranger in school, and everyone thinks you're dating them. Awkward, right? Like, the only thing you can say to this person is, hi, okay, bye. Like, is any actual romance ever gonna happen between you two? Probably not. Now, it's one thing to have a rumor where everyone thinks you're dating your best friend. I don't even think you'd care if people were saying that, honestly. I'd probably be like, cool, I guess we're dating, bestie. So just keep in mind that there is a lot of kind of AU kind of tweets, alternate universe, if you're not aware of the lingo. There's a bunch of kind of these tweets and stories that talk about Jeonri and cute stories like that. I think those are very fun to read. But just keep in mind, it is alternate universe. So let's keep these thoughts of we demanding them to get married and just kind of keep them to ourselves. For now anyway, unless it's confirmed to be true. Big Hit and Jungkook both keep fairly quiet about dating rumors. They do respond to a lot. I mean, I've definitely heard a few responses from them. But they also definitely don't respond to a lot. I mean, there's nothing for them to say unless it's real, right? They denied some of the really big ones so far, but they definitely can't just go around and constantly deny all these rumors. They need to hire someone for that. Ooh, me, hire me. Well, I'm technically posting this stuff for free, so I guess I should just keep it up. Taehyung, on the other hand, likes to very quickly delete things. We know this about him, right? Like, he very accidentally sometimes posts things, and then very quickly just goes ahead and deletes them. But also photos that maybe Big Hit wouldn't have wanted him to post to begin with. Prefer not to exist. But we will be getting into these photos here today. Do not worry, I have the photos for you. Watch before I delete this video, because Big Hit's gonna come for me. These photos will progressively get funnier as they go, so definitely stick around until the last one. There is this photo here. He is sitting on a boat, it seems. Seems like he is enjoying said boat. I cannot relate because I am not a king and I do not own a boat. But this is what our king deserves. I can assume that this was likely why it was deleted, but we don't know. The next one is an up-and-close personal photo. Oh yeah, nice and close photo with Tae. This is what one lucky person will wake up to every morning. Or maybe he wants 5 lucky people every morning. We don't know what he's into. I don't judge, as long as I'm one of those 5 people. Then he has this kind of selfie of him. I honestly don't know why he deleted this. Is it the glasses? I could be wrong, but maybe there's a filter on here, I think. He looks a little different. Now we have this kind of weird eyelash thing. This is clearly a behind the scenes of music video, but it's very weird to see it kind of in this situation. Then we have my next all-time favorite photo. Please, make sure you are not drinking water because it will come out your nose. You will have a nice boogery refreshment. Maybe that is your thing. I do not judge. But those of you who do not have that as your thing, I am warning you. This photo here, I believe this is a mix of like Taehyung and maybe Channing Tatum. Why do I get the feeling that Taehyung wants to look like Channing Tatum? I am joking, of course. I do think Taehyung is super attractive, and in my opinion, more attractive. But I do want to just take a moment here and say that no matter what type of man you are, what you look like, whether you're considered a flower boy, kind of like what I look like, or kind of what a lot of K-pop idols look like, soft skin, nice hair, that sort of thing. Or if you had a more rugged look, kind of like Chris Evans or Chris Hemsworth. They are both different types of handsome and different types of attractive. Not one is more or less attractive than the other. This is something that I had to realize myself. I will never look like Chris Hemsworth. This applies to girls and women too. All different body types are all attractive. I just had to put that in there. This is something I'm very passionate about, by the way. Lastly, again, water warning. I did talk about this briefly before, but I'm going to talk about it again. This time a little bit more at length. We have this beautiful foot pic of Taehyung. That is right. Our boy is giving us free foot pic. Well, sort of free, because he did delete it. And it's not really a full foot, so if you want to see the full foot, you gotta pay for that premium membership. This is probably what you get in that BTS fan club. I'm kidding. Seems like a bit of a tease to just give toes, but okay. I do have to put in that I think I kind of have a phobia of feet, if I'm just gonna be honest. Like, not a full-blown one, but feet are just like gross. To me, if you like feet, that's your thing. I don't judge. So I don't like this picture that much. But I do think he's kind of moving his feet or his toes kind of like a heart, like this. He probably realized that's what he was posting to, and then realized, oh my god, it's a foot pic. But I gotta be honest, when he took that pic, I think he thought it was really funny. Just like, oh, I do this with my hand all the time. I wonder if I can do it with my feet. And then he did it and thought it was really funny because it is something I would probably do. But I guess he didn't want nobody to creep on him and his feet pic. So he went ahead and deleted that. Maybe Big Hit was like, oh no. We will never know and we will never see Taehyung's foot again. I'm actually thankful for this. I don't even know how I'm gonna edit this video, like putting in that foot pic. Oh my god. Let me know what you think about this and let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for your comments. And as always, I do have a Patreon. If you want to go ahead and check out my Patreon, anything you can contribute over there really does help kind of give back to this channel, help me keep going, all that stuff. So I really do appreciate that. That means the absolute world to me. You can also support over here just by making sure you watch all my videos to the end. That, of course, also helps as well. You can get exclusive content over there on my Patreon, like music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions, all that jazz. Link in the top of the description down below. There's also 2 videos that will appear at the end of the video on the screen, so click on one of those. See you over there. Bye.